What's up, guys? I'm going to unbox and review this new eero 7. It's a dual band mesh Wi-Fi 7 system. I'm going to do my full-on speed test range test with my following Wi-Fi devices, Wi-Fi 7 devices I should say. I also have the iPhone 16 Pro Max, which is a Wi-Fi 7 device. However, this iPhone can't go as fast as these two, and I've made a separate video on that. So I'll link that down below. I will also link the product links below as well, and I also got the eero Pro 7. So be sure to check out that review as well. So it's going to come out shortly after this video. So if this video has been out for a couple days, that video should be out. So here we have it. It looks closer in shape to the eero Pro 6C and the eero Pro 6, which I've reviewed both of those. But I believe this is essentially going to be the new lower end eero, and I think it's designed to replace the eero 6 Plus. So this is a size comparison. And what I really like about the new eero 7 is it has two 2.5 gigabit ports. So I think eero really listened with, because the eero Pro 6C, I mean the eero 6 Plus was gigabit ports, so it didn't matter. But the eero Pro 6C had a single 2.5 gigabit port, and the other port was a gigabit port. So if you would go in at 2.5, as soon as you would come out at gigabit speed. So you would be losing some speeds there. So I really like the fact that you're no longer going to be losing speeds for internet speeds of up to 2.5. And again, these are still auto sensing, which means no matter which one you connect your modem to, it will automatically figure it out. And then this is a USB-C. That's what's used for power, just like for eeros in the past. Not all eeros, but the more recent ones that I've reviewed. So we also have a factory reset right above my thumb right there, and I'm hiding some of the serial number info on the bottom. And this eero is also identical, so which means that you're free to choose whichever one you want to set up as your main one, the one that's hooked up to your modem or your ONT, and then the secondary one will act as an extender. And I will be doing a setup guide video for this one as well. And I will also be comparing this eero with other eeros as well. So make sure you guys subscribe if you guys haven't already. So there's a bunch of eero videos and just in general router videos coming out. So we have an Ethernet cord. It doesn't say if it's Cat5e or Cat6 or anything like that. However, at these distances, it should be able to get to the 2.5 gigabit speeds, because I've done an Ethernet video, and at these distances, even a Cat5 cable can get to 10 gigs. So yeah, that's actually pretty cool. And then we have a USB-C. It's a 15-watt power supply right here, very compact. And generally, eeros have had the compact power supplies, and I love the fact that they're USB-C, and that's pretty much it in the box. So I had a chance to play with this thing, set up as my main mesh system, use the eero app, very simple to set up, takes you step by step, no issues when it came to setup or anything like that. However, there was an issue that's worth pointing out that I believe is a firmware update needed to resolve the issue, but who knows, it might just be me that experienced that issue. So essentially what happened was, for some reason on the primary router, when I do a speed test, it's on Wi-Fi. On Ethernet it's fine, but on Wi-Fi when I do a speed test, for some reason it's not as fast as when I do the same speed test on the secondary router. And in fact, I even did a factory reset thinking, okay, maybe one of my hardwares was this defective, so I actually swapped them out and I made the other one the main one. And still the same thing. For some reason on the main one, because when this was the secondary one, when I was doing a speed test, it was very, very fast on the secondary one. But when I made this one the main one, same exact thing happened. This one became slower on the Wi-Fi, and this one became faster. I even changed the placements just temporarily just to see, and no issue. I mean, the same issue. So I mean, that didn't solve the problem. So I called eero's tech support. I'm like, let me just call them, let me just see what's going on, because the eero Max 7 has like a power saving mode that does slow down the speeds. So I'm like, maybe there's like a hidden power saving mode or something like that. Anyways, they pretty much said the same thing that I was anticipating, which it's most likely a firmware issue, and because it's so new. So I expect this to be updated. I will test it down the line again, and let's just get started, because I'm going to show you guys the speeds that I got. And I should mention that it was slower, but it was still fast enough for certain speeds. So let's jump straight in with the internet speed test. So as you guys know, when you're accessing the internet, you are limited by your internet speeds. For me, that would be 5 gigabits per second upload and download. However, this eero actually caps my speeds to 2.5 gigabits per second. So when I do an Ethernet speed test, those are the speeds that I get. I get like 2.35, something like that. So looking at the Wi-Fi results, because of the problem that I reported, I decided to do the internet speed test off the secondary one because I was getting much better speeds off the secondary one. And this is what I would expect off the primary one as well, once there is that firmware issue, assuming that is the problem itself. So I got 1649 down and 1272 up. Now let's jump to the local speed test to find its true performance. On the main router, I tried several tests and I just couldn't get it to go above 1.1 down. However, on the wired backhaul, which, you know, these two are wired to each other, on the secondary one, I could easily get much faster speeds. Easily. So as you guys see, I got like pretty much 2 down and 1.6 up, which is what I was expecting on the primary router. So I think this is a firmware issue. And again, I did swap these out after a factory reset and it was pretty much the same results. And then for wireless backhaul, I got much slower speeds. So I got 512 down and 470 up. So if you're considering this for wireless backhaul, I would recommend something more powerful. Next, we get to range tests. Now, range will vary drastically by location. So if you're in between floors, if you have a lot of thick walls, essentially the more obstructions you have, typically the less range you're going to get. So in my place at 20 feet away, so we got 1.67 down and 1.44 up. So definitely a reduction in speed. And then at 50 feet away outside my place, this is definitely a bigger drop right here. So still very, very usable speeds. And at 100 feet, this is actually where I cap my testing. The eero can go faster in my particular case above 100 feet. However, I cap my testing here. And we're still getting some usable speeds of 373 down and 276 up. And literally, this is across the street. So still got some very, very good numbers. Okay, so for setup and configuration, use the eero app. And it's available both on iOS and on Android. And it's a very simplified, very clean app. And it works very, very well. Once you set it up, it tells you like step by step what to do. It says like unplug your ONT or your modem and then plug it in and power this on, wait till it's flashing blue, and then you literally click add create a new network. Once all that's set up, you get your basic options. So you pick your Wi-Fi name and password, and it's only one Wi-Fi name and one password. So you can't separate out the 5 and the 2.4 if you guys are wondering. So it's just one SSID, and then you can make a separate guest network. So you can have essentially 2 SSIDs, one for the guests and then one for the primary stuff. And then there's some level of customization, but not a whole lot. So there is a MLO option, multi-link operation, which can allow you to use the 5 and 2.4 at once for devices that can support it. It does support some of the smart home devices like Thread. It could do Zigbee. It could do Matter. So you can actually use the eero as a hub. So that's actually a pretty good benefit that eeros typically do have. There's a few other like mini options, like you could give priority to certain things, and really, that's about it in a nutshell. There's not like a whole lot of options, and then there's an option to enable WPA3 for devices that can use it. However, if you do want parental controls and more advanced options, that actually requires a separate subscription. So keep that in mind. Inside the subscription, you do get additional things. It's not just the parental controls, but in order to get that, you do need that subscription. So keep that in mind. So is the Eero 7 mesh system right for you? Well, right off the bat, I like hardware-wise, it's very good for its price. So for its retail price of $279 for a 2-pack as of now in the US, you get 2 2.5 gigabit ports and you get Wi-Fi 7 capability. And Eeros typically are pretty stable systems, and they do get decently frequent firmware updates as well. So I like the fact that the people that make this, the company that makes this basically they basically support their products. So at least that's what it seemed like to me. So I would say for a wired backhaul up to 2.5 gigabits, this seems like a pretty good choice considering its price, especially if you have Thread, Zigbee, and Matter devices, then that's just like an additional benefit to that. But as of now, I did run into the Wi-Fi only speeds, not the Ethernet speeds. So the Ethernet speeds were fast on this and on this. But for some reason, the Wi-Fi speeds on the primary router were just not as fast. Not that they were slow, but they weren't as fast as I thought they should have been, which was pretty much, those are the speeds that I was getting on the secondary one. So hopefully there's a firmware update to fix this in the near future. And again, I will be holding on to these. I will be testing that to see if that does get addressed. If it does, I will run new speed tests, and I'll give you guys, I'll make an update video or mention it somehow. So either way, let me know what you guys think in the comment sections below. Do you guys have the eero 7? Did you run into the similar issue that I personally ran into? And yeah, what are your thoughts? Let me know what you guys think in the comment sections below. And the eero Pro 7 I'm currently testing right now. That video is coming out really, really soon. If this video has been out for a few days, then that video should be out, and I will link it down below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.